I'm Desiree Lucy Levike, and welcome to my 16-minute Hatha Yoga class for lower body strength and balance. We're going to start in the mountain pose. Inhale, lifting the arms up, and exhale, leaning back. Inhale, returning to center, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, swooping the arms up again, and then exhale, leaning to the side for a crescent moon. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side, crescent moon, stretching those obliques. We'll inhale back to center. And then exhale, leaning back again, stretching that back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold, letting the arms hang, releasing the neck. You can put your hands on your elbows, sway side to side gently, and then inhale, hands on the legs halfway up. Exhale, forward fold again. Just relax here for a moment. And on your next inhale, we're going to rise back to mountain pose. Inhale the arms up, reaching towards the sky. And then exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. Inhaling, swinging the hands back up towards the sky. And then exhale, forward fold one more time. Inhale, halfway up. And then exhale, forward fold, releasing the neck, clasping the elbows, maybe even swaying side to side if that feels good. Inhale, rising up slowly, returning to mountain pose. And then inhaling the arms back up again. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to push the hips back for a chair pose. So we're as if we're sitting in an imaginary chair, keeping our knees from buckling in and keeping our back straight, core in nice and tight. We're going to twist to the right, placing that elbow on the outside of that right knee, looking to the right. And then inhale, return to center. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left now. Again, placing that right elbow on the left knee, looking over the left. And then inhale, return to center. On your next inhale, we'll lift the arms up for a chair pose. Lean forward, holding the arms in place, and then bringing the hands back to heart center. Inhale, slowly rising back up. We're going to step our feet apart now, extending the arms out in a straight line, turning the left toes outward and then bending the left knee, looking forward over that left hand, holding the arms out straight, pushing that right foot, the pinky toe side, into your mat. Our gaze is over that middle finger. We're going to place the right hand on the back leg, lifting the left arm up towards the sky and looking towards that hand. Breathing here for a few moments. And inhale, returning to center, and then exhale, dropping that elbow to that leg, or even dropping the arm further down the leg, lifting that right arm up towards the sky. You can even place the arm behind your back and then twisting to look up towards the sky. On your next inhale, return back to center, back to warrior pose. We're going to turn, twist the hips forward, raising the arms to the sky and looking up for a warrior one. Both of the hips are facing forward now. Breathe deeply. Now we're going to slowly shifting that weight to the left leg, bringing ourselves over it to balance and lifting that right leg up as we reach forward to balance. Gently setting that right leg back down. Now we're going to bring the arms back overhead, turning the hips back towards your screen again. We're going to have those arms outstretched, straightening the legs, placing the hands on our hips, and letting ourselves take a few moments here to rest. We're going to inhale our hands back up, and then we're going to do the other side, turning towards the right now, bending that right knee, making sure that we keep that knee stacked over the ankle, driving that left pinky side of the foot into the mat, looking over our middle finger. Inhale, placing that left hand on the leg, lifting the right arm up overhead. Breathing here for a peaceful warrior. And then we're going to exhale that elbow to the knee, or even dropping that right hand down towards the mat, lifting the left arm up and turning to look up. You can even place that left arm behind your back if that feels better for your shoulder. And then inhale, returning back to warrior two. We're going to turn the hips forward now towards your right leg, lifting the arms up high for a warrior one. Looking up towards the sky, hips are facing to the right. We're going to start shifting that weight to that right leg, bringing that left leg up. You can use a chair or a table to hold on to during this portion if it helps you keep your balance. We can always work on improving it over time. And inhale, returning back to center, lifting those arms again, bringing them out to the sides, turning the hips back to the front, and then straightening the legs. Hands back down. Let's bring the legs in and return to our mountain pose. Relax. Let's go ahead and lifting the right leg up. You can wrap your hands around the front of the shin, underneath the thigh, or even holding on to the leg with one hand and maybe a chair with the other if you're working on your balance a little bit today. We're going to move the hands to the hips, and we're going to extend that leg out, holding it up, really working that quad. Breathing into it right now. We're going to go ahead and lower that foot now, inhaling the arms up and exhaling the hands to heart center, moving into a tree pose now. So we're going to reach down, we're going to bring that right foot into the inner thigh, onto the calf, or even having the toes touch the mat, as long as you're not placing the foot on your knee. You can have your hands overhead, or at heart center. You can even hold onto a chair if you need be. We're going to now bring that ankle in front of the thigh, and we're going to push the hips back as if we're sitting on an invisible chair behind us to get a greater stretch in that hip. And then inhale, returning up, placing the foot down, and then returning to mountain pose. We're going to do the other side. Inhale, bringing that left leg up, holding on to the leg, and you can roll out that ankle as well. We were just standing on that foot for a while. Placing now the hands on the hips and extending that leg out. We're going to hold it and breathe. If one leg is more flexible or stronger than the other, don't worry, that is completely normal. We're going to set that leg down now, returning to mountain pose, and then hands to heart center. We're going to bring the left foot up for tree pose now. Again, as long as your foot is not on the knee, and we're going to try to keep that hip open. We're going to now bring the shin across the other thigh, and we're going to sit back as if we're sitting into a chair, pushing our hips back, keeping our core in nice and tight, back straight, and breathing as we open that hip a little further. Inhale, returning to standing, setting that foot down, and we're going to roll out that other ankle. So now we're going to spread our legs far apart, opening up the arms again, turning towards the left for a triangle pose, holding our arms out, looking back over the hand, but this time we're not going to bend the knee. Leaning the torso forward, pushing that right hip back, we're going to tilt down. You can hold on to your thigh, your shin, or even reaching down towards the mat with your left arm. Right arm goes towards the sky. Inhale, back up, and then exhale, lowering that hand back onto the back leg, lifting your left up towards the sky. Breathing here. And then inhale, return to center. And then placing the hands on the hips and taking a brief rest here. Breathing slowly and deeply. And then inhale, raising the arms up. We're going to turn now that right foot out. And we're going to press that left foot on the pinky side into the ground, looking over our middle finger on the right hand. Exhale as you push that left hip back, sliding the torso forward, and then bringing that right arm down the leg, stopping at the shin, the thigh, the mat, whatever was working for you today. Bringing the arms back to center now, and then turning the feet back to face front. Hands on the hips, and then to prayer. We're going to squat down into a goddess pose, alternating lifting the right and left heels up for more of a challenge. Inhale back up, raising the arms overhead, Exhale, hands to heart center, then to the hips and resting the shoulders for a moment. Exhale, we're going to fold forward at the hips and then releasing the hands down towards the mat. The neck relaxes and releases towards the mat as well. We're going to reach now towards the left, stretching the hamstrings. Inhale back to center, and then exhale to the right. Inhale, center again. And then we're going to, on your next inhale, raise back up, placing the hands back on the hips and bringing the feet together again. We'll bring our hands to heart center and take one more deep breath. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day.